everyone. This is Nitesh, and today we are going to see how Playwright works with JavaScript. So let's set the agenda first. I'll share my screen here and we'll see the agenda. What we are going to do today. Um, we will try to understand that what are the prerequisites to work with Playwright, and we'll talk about how to install Node.js, how to install VS Code, and we will write our first test case. Okay, so let's understand first that how you can get to know more about Playwright. So Playwright, this is the official website for Playwright, playwright.dev, and it is available with different language binding here, if you see here, and it enables end-to-end testing for modern web application. This is for web application only. Okay, so you cannot automate desktop application. You cannot automate the mobile apps, native apps. You cannot automate it. Okay, it works with different browsers. So this is basically for browser testing or web application testing, we say. So there are a lot of good things about Playwright, and lot of companies, lot of projects are now working with the Playwright. So let's understand it is cross-browser. It works with Chromium engine, WebKit browser engine, Firefox. It works with Firefox as well. Cross-platform. So you can write your test on Windows or Linux or Mac OS, and you can run it in different platform also. It's like this. It's cross language. That means if you know TypeScript, you can write your code in TypeScript language or JavaScript language or Python or C Sharp or Java. Any language will work. So for all these things, commands, the help about the documentation here, the APIs are available in the official website itself. You can test the mobile web. So mobile web means your application, how it will look like in the browser in a mobile. It's like this. So when you use the mobile, and if you use, let's say, Google Chrome, right, or any other browser, you should be able to test your application on mobile browser. It's like this. That part you can automate. Um, why people are using it? So we have discussed this a bit with our previous session. If you want to check some of the demo we have already done, you can simply search Playwright demo with QA testology. You will get to know that there are 4 to 5 sessions we have already done. It's about how Playwright works, about the roadmap, how you should start learning on it, right? We are going to add the session related to how you can write the code with JavaScript and Java also. So that will come here after, demo part 5. There will be 6 and 7 session and onwards. Okay. So there you can check whatever we have discussed till now. But let's go back to their official website again here. So yes, there is auto wait mechanism implemented in Playwright. Okay, so Playwright waits for element to be actionable prior to performing action. So it has its own auto wait mechanism for every steps you perform or every command you perform there in Playwright code. So there is less flaky test. That means the test cases which are related to um, not available, the kind of element not available, not displayed till now, not clickable. Those kind of failure um, is less with the Playwright test scripts. Okay, it's like this. You can set your own timeout thing also if you want to set. um, Assertion. Yes, there are good assertion techniques available. We'll see in the code in some time. Okay. Tracing, you can capture the execution trace, you can capture the whole test flow video, you can capture the screenshot very easily. Now, I'm going to, there are a lot of other technical advantages when you are writing your code, um, with Playwright for the automation. I am going directly to this part. There are other powerful tooling available with the Playwright. CodeGen is one such thing where you can, record the flow of your test case, and you can generate the code and you can use it in your test script. It's like this. There is Playwright Inspector available. With the help of this, you can inspect the element. Okay, you can inspect the elements. So, for example, if I want to inspect this about us link, right? So, what I do in my browser is we right click and say inspect, or we open this dev tool. And what we do, we generally click on this arrow icon and then we place it here, again, click here, so that we will get to know that, okay, this is the code behind this about us link. It's an anchor element, and then there is a text for this. Now you have to generate the locator for this, right? So whether you want to use XPath or link text or ID or something, right? So the tool Playwright Inspector will help you to inspect the element as well as to generate the different kind of locators. Okay, so there are a lot of things which are very powerful, very useful with the Playwright. Another thing is most of the new age application, new age companies, what they are doing is they are working more on Angular JS or the React JS for the front end technology, let's say. So they prefer JavaScript, or the Node modules or the JavaScript based test automation frameworks, right? Because it will be very easy for them if the developers also want to contribute on the testing side, or tester want to closely work with the developers to automate their test flow. It will be very easy for them. It's like this. Fine. So let's get started with this. Let's understand that what are the things required. Installation part, as a prerequisite, you should. So what we are going to do? We will do the installation as an agenda here. First thing is about installation, setting up the things whatever is required, and we will write our first test script. Fine. What we need? We need Node.js. Okay, let's go to the official website of Node.js. Just search Node.js. So nodejs.org, this is the official website. Um, it will provide you the runtime environment for your JavaScript code. In a simple word, it will provide you the runtime environment for your JavaScript code. Okay. So this we need because we are going to write our code in JavaScript or TypeScript. We need Node.js, right? And in a way, the Playwright itself is kind of node module, right? So we'll see this thing. So how to check whether you have Node.js in your system or not? You just say node hyphen v. If it will show you the version, that means you already have Node in your system. And at the same time, we should check npm version also. So I have both the things, but if you don't have in your system, just install it. So you can click here, Node.js, the stable version. You can click here and you can get it, or you can click on the download. You will get it for um, different operating system. Okay, different versions you can get. But it's better to get the latest one. You can click here. The installer will come to your system, and you can just install it by clicking there, and uh, whatever they will ask to click on the next, and it will automatically make a registry or the entry in your system environment available. So for example, it will automatically set up the path like this for me. Node. Java is there, this one. So it will make an entry program files node.js slash automatically in your system. So this is required. Okay. Then what next? What next we need? Once this is installed, you should check again by you know doing this command node hyphen v version should be displayed. Fine. Next thing we need VS Code. Okay, so let me write it. We need VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Why we need this? This is IDE, Integrated Development Environment, to create project, compile, run. Okay. So when you have, you know, um, so there is any editor is required. So for example, this Notepad plus plus is also one editor where you can write the text. You know, you can do a lot of things with this. This is just to write the text in different languages. But when you want to work for the test automation, you need proper folder structure. You need a framework. You want other plugins to be added, right? So for that purpose, you can use Eclipse or IntelliJ IDEA, JetBrains. That thing you can use, or you can use VS Code. VS Code is widely accepted thing for the JavaScript projects. So it's better to use VS Code. How to install that? Again, same thing. Let's search VS Code. So Visual Studio Code, this is the official website for this code.visualstudio.com. If you're working with Windows, you can click here. If you're working with Linux machines, you can click here. If you're working with Mac, you can install the Visual Studio for all these things. Um, if you need detailed thing about how to install and all, just search in YouTube or in Google. You will get a lot of help about how to install it. But it's very simple. You just click here. One installer will be downloaded in your system, and then you just click there. Just click on next. If it asks you to accept something, you just accept it and go ahead. Okay. So this is how you install Node and Visual Studio Code. Right. Now, what is my task to check now? We should check whether my JavaScript I'm able to execute or not. Okay. So let's create a simple script in Java, simple code in JavaScript. So for example, this one, console.log, and you can write anything like I am learning Playwright. It's a simple JavaScript code. So it's same as system.out.println if you have worked in Java or in C++, you have C out to see your output into the output window or the what we say console output window. Fine. Or in the terminal. So in the same way, with JavaScript, you say console.log, and um, you have to save the file with .js extension. Okay, JavaScript files, when you are saving it, it should be .js. Okay, how to execute this? Let's understand that. Okay, you can place this somewhere in the folder. So for example, I have placed it under JavaScript practice. I have placed it under, there is a folder. I have made a folder JavaScript practice. Inside that, I have put this test.js, this one, test.js. Okay, you can create this, just a one line code here. But how to run this thing? How to run this? So open your Visual Studio Code. Let me close all these things for you. Close all, close all. Fine. And you will be able to see, let's open the folder. Which folder I want to open? I want to open, I have created this JavaScript practice folder, correct? So I have opened it and this is our code, correct? This is our code. Console.log, hey, good morning, I'm learning Playwright in the single quote we have written. And let's execute this. How to execute this? You can go to terminal, new terminal, and you can say node test.js. Okay, we want to run this. Dot means it will go to the present directory, and there we have test.js. So when I'm executing it, I'm able to see this output, correct? Let's change it. I am learning Playwright with JS, shortcut for the JavaScript. Let's save this and let's run it again. Yes, it is showing me the output like this. That means we are able to execute our JavaScript code. So that is the prerequisite that, okay, I should be able to execute JavaScript code. Okay, fine. This is working fine. So this is one of the things which is required for us. Now setting up the Playwright as a project or as a test automation framework, we'll again go through the, let's go to playwright.dev. Fine. Uh, it's showing me Java, so let me change it a bit. We can go to docs here, and all the details are available, how to install, how to write your test cases. But yes, you need a bit of help to understand how this code works and how to write it, how to execute it, right? But a good help, a good documentation is available here, right? What we will automate. Let's take one case. We will open a website test.techlib.in and let's take it as a use case that, okay, we will open this browser. We will click on login and we will provide some user ID and password, some bad password, wrong password, and we will click on the login and we will validate whether this message is coming or not. This is our task. Let's do this thing.